Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know who I am, it's okay girl, you will today. Cue the confetti. It's herooyuki channel. Welcome back to my channel. Girls, gays, heteros, alien, dogs, cat, capybara. As you can see, today's a little different. I'm in a different setting. I have decided today to be one with nature. I wanted to be a little different today and sit on a bench outside near a river where the water is dookie brown, which is fine. It's okay. I've decided to choose my struggle. Speaking of struggle, just like the weather and life, sometimes it's sunny and sometimes it's cloudy and you just...
I'm about to go to fuck
Oh my gosh. Life just seems to have its series of events, whether it's your best moments with your friends or your worst moments, like going through your first heartbreak. That is our topic for today. Quick recap. I dated my first boyfriend at the time on February of 2023, and I dated this man for 6 to 7 months, I would say. I soon found out after 3 months I got cheated on. Honestly, it made me really insecure and I was going through a midlife crisis. Mentally, emotionally, and honestly, it took a physical toll in my life because I could barely eat. I had so much anxiety. Life just didn't feel stable. During that time, my self-esteem was in its lowest. It felt like I was surviving instead of living. So I understand what you're going through. But I will be the professor today to help you out. But let's start. Don't judge me, my phone's still broken. As you can see, I've jotted 5 tips on how to get over your first heartbreak. And guys, you will need to jot this down. So get your pens and papers, come to class, sit down, and be ready to learn. Okay guys, so the first step on such a daunting event is to accept and allow yourself to feel every emotion. So what do I mean by that? For example, let's say you're at your job. Your boss is telling you, hey girl, I need you to make this Krabby Patty and serve it to the people. Perhaps you don't know how to. And you know what? That's totally fine. Instead of running away from trying to make this Krabby Patty, you are going to ask your colleagues or even your boss for further instructions on how to do it. You don't run away from the problem. You go face it head on. And that's what you should be doing with your feelings and emotions during this time. Accepting it. Allowing yourself to feel that sadness. When you're suppressing your feelings, you prolong your healing. A great way to accept all these feelings is parenting yourself, or I'd like to call it mirroring. During this process, I would look at myself in the mirror, I close my eyes, and I imagine my past self and my present self, and I say, hey, what are you feeling right now? I express all those feelings. Hey, I'm feeling sad because this person, I thought he loved me, but he didn't. And then your present self will tell your past self, hey, your feelings are valid, I accept that, and it's very important that you feel every emotion. And please, don't be too harsh on yourself during this time, okay? This is a process. Growing and healing is not linear. It's all over the place. Sometimes you're feeling good, sometimes you're not. And that's totally okay. Okay? Moving on. Loneliness intensified my heartbreak. One thing I really needed during that time was a community. So whether it be a friend, whether it be a family, sibling, whoever that you can talk to. So for me, I needed my friends' help during this time. So one thing my friends didn't do was judge me every time I brought the same topic up. They would hear me out, they would listen to me. My friends weren't quick to judge or dispose unwanted advice. They sat there, they listened. Sometimes that's all we need. But honestly though, shout out to my friends. Girl, without them, my own emotions, feelings would have ate me alive. Okay, y'all, I just got done eating, so let's continue. Okay, guys, as I walk, let's continue to talk. So the day I broke up with my ex, I literally had my last therapy session with my therapist because she was about to move somewhere else. During that session, she asked me, okay, so inside the relationship and outside of the relationship, who are you? What is your identity? Name some hobbies, name some characteristics or values that you like, or anything that you like about yourself, and write it on the whiteboard. Girl, when I tell you, I was literally standing right next to the whiteboard for at least a minute or two. I knew at that point I lost my identity. I did not know who I was. I was so heavily codependent on my relationship with my ex that I just didn't know who I was. It took some time to come to a realization on who I was. So I jotted down on the whiteboard some of my hobbies, some of my values, some characteristics I like about myself. When I was looking at everything I wrote down, I felt like I was literally looking at myself. So when I wrote this thing down, oh, hi, thank you. I got my coffee. Okay, let me take a sip before I continue, y'all. Wow. Caramel latte, y'all. I love when I wrote all those things on the whiteboard. My therapist told me, hey, you see all those things, those characteristics, those hobbies, the things you love, the people you love are everything that makes you who you are, whether you were in the relationship, whether you were out the relationship. So that kind of regained a little bit of my power back, enough to tell myself, hey, I have to break up with this man because no longer benefiting me or serving me good in my own personal life. And honestly, it's eating me alive that I'm allowing myself to just be in the relationship for the sake of just being in it. I realized that my value, my worth, and my power was never lost. It was never gone. It didn't suddenly just disappear when I got into the relationship. One thing you need to realize is that you didn't lose your power. You forgot you had it. And although I lost a partner, I gained myself back. Now, isn't that just so fucking empowering? Like, I'm coming back to my reality and regaining my power back, and knowledge that I could live and do everything without a man and with a man. And honestly, when you're with someone, they should be adding on to your life. You shouldn't be decreasing your value, your worth when you're with someone. We don't do that around here. We don't. So remember this, when you're finding a man, make sure you're realizing that this guy is supposed to add on to my life. Everything that he thinks he can do for you, you can do it for yourself. Cheers to that, girl. Cheers to that. So good. This part of the healing journey has to do with self-reflection and reframing a lot of the beliefs you had during your relationship and after your relationship. So I can recall the aftermath of my breakup led to me believing that I can no longer love again, or have to be in constant fear that someone is going to play in my face. This stone cold belief leads you to believing that you are not capable to be loved again, that there's a problem with you, or you think there's some sort of deficiency that you have to work on. Let me remind you this. Someone's action has nothing to do with who you are as a person, right? Get this. My therapist told me when someone shows their ass, you don't pick up their pants for them. And I totally understand. Someone's action will take a toll on you. And honestly, you might create these false narratives saying that you aren't worthy to be loved again, that there's no one out there that's going to love you the way you want to be loved. The way you want to be loved is not valid because it can't possibly exist. That's why this portion of the healing journey is so important, because you have to flip those negative beliefs, perspectives, or narratives that you have created and flip them to better and positive ones. The last and final step to get over this first heartbreak is, come here, come closer. Time. Time is needed for your first heartbreak because it allows your brain and your body to process this emotional shock and face a new reality without that person. And the reason why your first heartbreak hits especially hard because it's unfamiliar. This is your first time going through such agonizing pain. Your brain hasn't built the emotional resilience or gained any tools to go through this process. See, with time, it allows you to learn about different tools like emotional regulation. When you're going through those hard feelings and emotions, you're able to stay grounded grounded. Be one with nature. Kidding. And you also learn about cognitive reframing. You see the bigger picture of what the relationship was, and you don't have to idolize it just through your pain. You're able to reframe. Didn't I tell you about reframing? Changing those negative narratives to positives, as well as self-rebuilding. You get to learn about yourself outside the relationship. You get to start fresh. You also get to discover new things about yourself. You don't have to see this in a negative Nancy way. It's all about perspective. And through time, your memory starts softening up. All those bad memories you had with your ex, they start slowly fading away. And in no time, girl, you're living again. You're breathing. You're outside in a foreign country with the trees next to a river on a bench. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just so beyond grateful that I was able to experience that. That will be it for today's video, guys. I really enjoyed making this video because I usually make funny content and not motivational content, so this was something new for me. And if you guys like these type of videos or you have any video suggestions, girl, comment down below and let me know what you want me to make, and I got you. And if you enjoyed this video too, give it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, girl, please subscribe and stay for a while. If you want to follow me in any of my social medias, it'll be down below or right here. Go hop on my Instagram or my TikTok. I'm always there. I'm always posting. That will be it for today's video. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.